Are you natural? Are you using steroids?
No, I am not on steroids. I'm just natural. Only thing I use is creatine.
What's up guys, Fardine here from WolfingPhysique.com, and today we are talking about creatine making you bald, bro. Guys, I still get this question asked a lot, and I just think it deserves its own video, so that's why we're talking about it today. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you're cool and a real wolf. If you really want to learn shit, trust me, this is the channel to be. What are you waiting for? I'm not gonna explain what creatine is and what it does because this video will just take too long. And if you're wondering, yes, I took a lot of caffeine, I drink 2 Monsters, and that's what I always do before I film. But let's get into it, I will not waste your time. But before we go into it, you need to understand why men get bald in the first place, alright? The vast majority of men who go bald do so because of a condition known as androgenetic alopecia, more commonly known as male pattern baldness. According to the American Hairloss Association, 95% of the hair loss in men is caused by androgenetic alopecia. This inherited trait that tends to give guys a receding hairline and a thinning crown. And this is caused by genetic sensitivity of the byproduct of testosterone, called dihydrotestosterone, also called DHT. There is one thing you need to understand. Hair loss, androgenetic alopecia, is something genetic. So if you take testosterone, for example, it will cause some hair loss. And it's not because it does it directly, but it just speeds up the hair loss you would actually get maybe 10 years later, 5 years later, whatever. So just keep that one in mind, alright? So I'm gonna get into some science, alright? There's a study that looked at the effect of creatine on testosterone, anti-hormone DHT in the blood. After a loading phase of 25 grams per day for a week, and then a large dose of 5 grams per day for 2 weeks, testosterone levels were equal, but DHT was elevated. But you have to understand, this is only one study that we can look at with only 20 subjects in total, of which 4 dropped out. Ultimately, only 8 people per test group. So that's not a lot. The survey only took 3 weeks. Yeah, this research is too whack to make conclusions, and it has not been replicated, which science just has to do before it can make conclusions on if something is happening. We all know a calorie deficit makes you lose weight. There's enough research to support it. It's the law of thermodynamics. For whoever says you can't lose weight with a calorie deficit, please stop it! I'm sorry, it's just the caffeine in my brain, bro. But this means that other researchers have not yet conducted this experiment with the same results. Basically, DHT levels in the blood do not say as much as DHT levels in the scalp itself. And there are other factors that can contribute to baldness. Creatine itself is nowhere directly involved in the processes of androgenic hormones. So in theory, an indirect link is possible via a growth factor called IGF-1. Do not overcomplicate it for yourself. Maybe it's too much for your brain to handle what I'm about to say, but it's called insulin-like growth factor. Alright? A 1. I forgot the 1. But this is a hormone that the liver produces under the influence of growth hormones. It is a natural substance produced in your body and reaches the highest concentrations in the blood during puberty. Basically, it has different repair and constructive functions, especially during puberty. However, this growth factor acts on most of your cells. So the growth factor exerts its effect on the cells through a receptor, the IGF-1 receptor. So this makes it partly responsible for organ growth. But don't, it sounds organ growth, oh my god, it's gonna grow my organ, it's gonna grow everything in my body, oh shit. But no, creatine increases namely the IGF-1 values in your muscles. So IGF-1 can stimulate the 5-alpha reductase enzyme that converts to testosterone and then to DHT. But this has not been studied in the scalp. It might as well be noticeable in the scalp at all. In short, direct link just hasn't been proven yet. Where did this idea come from that creatine causes hair loss? It's mostly because most guys on gear lose hair faster, but they also use creatine. So yeah, and back in the days it was always like, hey bro, are you natural? Are you using steroids?
No, I am not on steroids. I'm just natural. Only thing I use is creatine.
So just keep that in mind. And yeah, what is my opinion on it? I'm gonna be very honest to you. There's not enough research done. I do not believe it will cause hair loss that quickly, but there may be a small chance. So I don't know, bro. If you're really worried about it, you're gonna lose your hair anyway. So you probably have to do a hair transplant or whatever. So it's just something that's gonna happen, bro. Accept it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say a lot, I don't know, but if you're really worried about it, I think you can just avoid creatine. But I don't know, man. It's like, even if it did increase DHT in your scalp, I don't think the effect would be so great that, yeah, that you're just gonna lose your hair notice. You're gonna lose it anyway. Yeah, this was the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And guys, subscribe, like the video. For coaching, hit the link down below, because yeah, I have a new website right now, so you can check it out right now. And yeah, I see you tomorrow. Much love.